The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Mike. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Here we go. Hey, Charlie. Mike 27. Oh, you got deep? Mike 27, Mike. Middle.
Here's Rosen to throw. It's complete to Grant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
61, matchbox, lights.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Hey, Will.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. His throw caught at about the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
He's 280. He's checking. Crash. 3 down.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Mike 55. Mike 7. Hey, alert 3. Hey, seam 6.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Hey, 5-0.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for KC. 58 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Zebra.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Check 24. No. Off. Watch that.
On 3rd down, Stafford. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Slam. Hey.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On second and goal, Stafford. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check 48 the mic. Check. Smooth. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, look 48. Look, hey, you know Michael.
And now it's Rosen looking. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Mike 48. Mike 48. You can't block me. You can't alpha. You can't block me. 48. 48 Mike. 48 Mike.
Now it's Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe. Play that Monday. Switch. Jim. Tight.
Running, it's Drake. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike 48. Too little, cupcake.
From the 38, Rosen firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Mike 27. Got to do better.
Here's Rosen. That is caught. It's Perriman. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Check 99. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On first down, Drake. Room here to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Chiefs 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Stafford. They complete it to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. That one complete to Hill. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Protect, 20. Hey, eat. It's been a long day for you.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Ready? What we got? Shit.
To the air again, Stafford. And able to find Conley. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Stafford now 7 and 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Trevor Davis, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Stafford. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Stafford here. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up with Conley. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Set, 180. Watching you guard. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take alert. Hey, high 7. 55, Mark 55. I got it. Alert flare, alert flare.
On second down now, it's Williams. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's get it. 5. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. All right, T, let's try. All right, T. 32. Mike 55. Right there.
Stafford on 3rd down. Complete. Richardson has it. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Completes it to Davis. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Second and inches at the 5-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. On second down, it's Edwards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd and 2, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Butker able to put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Let's go.
Let's go. Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Let's go, D. Hey, Zoo. Right now, let's go. Watch the pass. 48 to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Let's go. Check Mike, 27. Bravo. Let's go, baby. Turn.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
First down.
We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he hits Drake. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
6 yards. And it's 3rd
The Dolphins on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
Rosen's pass complete to Jakeem Grant. Touchdown, Miami. The kicker on.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, orbit, pin. Give me that ball, defense.
Stafford looks to throw again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground with Drake. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go, here we go. Check it back, check it down Monday. Slip. Topper. Monday. Check three. Switch.
They'll run here with Balaj. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Alert. Watch the curl. 48's mine. Hey, quarter. Get in the weight room. Hey, exit.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Delay of game penalty ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Red 80. Check 55. Come on. Zero. I'm going to run you over.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start the drive with Drake. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's checking crowd.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Mike. Check 43.
On 3rd down, Drake. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Rosen to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Miami, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.